Okay, we're just going to give this a few minutes. Give a couple people a chance to join. Just want to thank everybody for giving this a shot. I know it's a little unconventional, and it can be confusing with the whole webinar part if you're not already familiar how it works. What we're going to be doing here in a few minutes is we're going to be talking about the AirPods Pro, discussing the pros and cons, and giving our opinions about it for a little bit. And then at the end, we'll use random.org to pick a random winner. That winner will take them home. Just give people a few minutes to join in case they're interested in watching. Just a reminder, since most of us are new, you don't need to watch these live to win. We do it just to fulfill the webinar aspect of the whole deal, make the drawing portion fair. We ask that you keep an eye on your email that you use to create the account. If you win, that'll be the way we contact you. We'll send you an email and let you know you won. Discuss how you want to get them, whether it's pickup, if you're local, shipping, which carrier you'd like to use. Doesn't really matter to us. But we just need to confirm that information before we send them out. Not a big deal. A little bit of back and forth is required. Here are the numbers for later, if you're interested. Find your number now. I know some of you have already gotten into the PS5 webinar. We had quite a few different discounts and deals going for these and for those, and about BOGOs and comment contests. We're just trying to drum up as much interest as we can. But if you haven't already gotten into it, you might want to take a look at it. It's $30, 1 in 22 seats. I think that's roughly a 4.5% chance. If you win, you get it for $30. They retail about $5.50 after taxes, and they're pretty hard to get. I don't know. I'm sure there's a few people who have tried. The resale market's going nuts. They're ridiculously expensive. So this is a pretty viable option. It's pretty decent, $30. If you're out, you're out. You're not breaking the bank. It's not like you spent $800 and the scammer ripped you off. We already gave away 2 disc versions. We're down to just the 2 digitals. And once they're gone, we probably won't get any more for a long time. Like I said, they're super difficult to get. The chip shortage, everyone's claiming it's going to be probably till after Christmas. So it'll be a long time if we get any more. If you guys could also keep an eye on the Facebook page and the website. Any new items, that's where we'll post all our discount codes, our freebies. Speaking of freebies, we've got the Buds Plus up there now for a comment contest. You just got to answer the question, what would you like to see on the website next? Drop a comment there. We'll be giving those away Saturday evening, 8, 9 o'clock-ish. We'll do that one on Facebook, not on YouTube, just because it's easier. Yeah. If you don't have an account and you win that one, we'll just tag you in the group. That way you can see it. We won't have your email if you haven't created an account. We'll just tag you. Make it nice and easy. Give everyone another second in case they were curious, wanted to watch. Okay, let's just run with it. So this is for the AirPods. These are the AirPods Pro. These were released, October of 19, I think is when these were first released. came out after the AirPods, second generation AirPods, I believe. They feature most of the same specs as the regular AirPods. They got the microphone that filters out the background noise, the accelerometers, the automatic pausing if they get taken out of your ear, wireless charging case, all of that, but they take it just a little bit further after that, hence the Pro. I'm not going to fully take them out. I don't want to get them all dirty. I need to be handling something going in somebody's ears. But they are a little shorter. Well, I really don't want to take it. They're a little stumpier than the previous, the AirPods 2 or whatever. I personally like that. It gives you less of that something about Mary look that everyone walks around with. If you know what I'm talking about, you get it. What they did to do that is they made the speaker portion here a little larger and then shortened the antenna of the microphone. It's personal preference, I suppose. I find it better. I haven't worn these before, but it sounds like it would be a better idea. Puts more of the product in your ear. Harder to lose them, harder to knock out, I would imagine. These are dead. We haven't used them or charged them. I think we bought these back in July while we were waiting for the website to, all the legal paperwork for the state and everything, get the website up and running. So just need to charge them real quick. You can charge it via Lightning port or wireless. And then that light lights up, and you can use that light to check the battery while you're charging it. And I believe it turns on when you're syncing it and everything. Controlling these guys has changed a little bit. On the regular AirPods, you clicked them, and it acted more like a button, kind of like, I'm sure most of you guys have seen these, kind of like how this button works. You double tap to skip a track, pause, reverse, plus the volume up and down. They used to work like that, and now you just squeeze the bass, becomes kind of a button. And some people like it, some people don't. Slightly different. Some of the things you can do with it, other than like muting a call or changing volume or skipping tracks, is you can turn on the what is it? Noise cancellation, the active noise cancellation. You can turn that on and off with that as well. It's kind of like you can go into the settings as well and under your phone, and you can turn the click speed kind of like a mouse, so you don't change the volume. You just press it once, and to skip the track you press it twice. But they've got a lot of settings through the device that you can set for that click speed. You can slow that down or speed that up if you're constantly having problems. You go to change the volume and you accidentally skip the track. It's a lot more adjustable than these. You can go in and change those settings, which is handy. Nothing major, but I mean, little annoyances get in the way, right? They have the transparency mode is what they're called. It's similar to the active noise cancellation. If anyone, I'm sure you guys have, has used the larger over-the-ear headphones for shooting, target practice, working in the yard, mower, whatever, it's similar to that. This tech's been out a while now, but it hasn't really been used in buds, mainly because they don't normally form a very good seal, so it doesn't block out all the sound. They've been working on that. These guys have the different tips that you can put in. And it even knows when you pull one out of your ear to stop the track that you're listening to or whatever, which is pretty smart, pretty interesting. Cool technology. But they work similar to those over-the-ear ones that have the microphone that can pick up that sharp wave, that increase in volume, and then it actively blocks the sound out, which is pretty cool. They don't work as well as over-the-ears, just because they're in your ear, not over your ear. They don't have that dampening power, from what I've heard. I've never worn these, but they don't have the same dampening power, but they do work pretty well. People are saying 80-90% of the sound gets blocked out. Some obviously will get through, but that's pretty good for an in-the-ear noise cancellation. They do, the transparency mode. You have a microphone on there, obviously, for when you're making your calls and everything. You can, similar to the noise cancellation, you can activate the transparency mode, and it kind of works like a hearing aid. It uses that mic that's built in to pick up sounds around you and then amplifies it through the earbud. It's kind of like a hearing aid, like a snooping device. I don't know. People use it for different reasons. One of the ways that this is better than an over-the-ear headphone with that microphone system, that amplifying system, is that these have vents. Sorry, get this out here. These have small vents that allow the airflow through, in and out slightly, so you'll pick up less of the annoying sounds, less of your own breathing. Your voice won't sound as goofy, like you've got your ears plugged completely. And to me, that's worth that 10 or 20% less that they're better at blocking those noises, if it blocks the annoying sounds that you're making too. Interesting, if you say you're eating something, everyone's heard of that joke while you're eating chips or something while you're watching a movie. It'll help block some of that annoying sounds. They also have a live listen feature that I've never heard of until recently. Essentially, it changes the mic from the bud to your phone or whatever it's paired with. Say you pair it with your phone. You could turn on the live listen and have it picking up the mic from your phone. You could leave your phone in another room, walk away, and have that audio transferred from that mic via the Bluetooth to your AirPod, which is, could be dangerous. I'll leave the scenarios for that up to you. You can use your imagination. I think they're saying it goes about 30 feet. They'll work with any Bluetooth device, not just iPhones. You will lose some features if you're using it on an Android or a Pixel or whatever, but most of the features still work regardless of the device, as long as it's Bluetooth. You get about 5 hours per charge on the buds themselves. You might get 4.5 if you're using the active noise cancellation. It's just doing more work. It's using that battery up a little further. You can throw them back in the case and charge them from the case. The case should give you about 24 hours. Obviously, that's going to vary depending on usage. We already said that they can be charged via the lightning cable or wirelessly if you have the pad. We already discussed the different tips. Comes with the lightning cable. Not a big deal, but all the drama over the latest phone's not coming with it. Yeah, that's about it. There's not a whole lot to cover without getting too technical. Not really trying to bore everyone, but I want to give a few cool tips and tricks. Before we move on to the drawing portion, I just want to discuss some of the other items that we have on the website. We still have both of those switches. I can pull those out if anyone's interested in seeing what's in the bundle. It's all on the website. Both of the switches are $25. One in 25 odds. I think I messed up last time and said 22. 1 in 25, there's 22 remaining. That was my mistake. Don't quote me on that. Two of those, let me get those real quick. Red Blue Joy-Cons, Animal Crossing game, New Horizons, 128 gig memory card, and the New Horizons case. So that guy's got quite a few seats left. Maybe we'll do some discounts later. Still got same thing. Red Blue Joy-Cons, screen protector, Zelda Breath of the Wild, and the Pro controller, same price. $25, 1 in 25 seats, I think 22 still remaining, quite a bit. Those guys. Some of the ones I'm most excited about. We got the digital PS5. Sold quite a few seats on those. I think there's 15 left at $30. It's a little cheaper than the disc just because it cost us a little less. We're not really trying to make a killing. We're just trying to get started. We've also got the Xboxes. We've got 2 Xboxes. We've got that listed 2 different ways. The regular is $35. I think there's 15 seats left on that guy. And then the exclusive. We do the exclusives just to keep the odds down for people who would like to buy more than one seat to try and increase their odds. Just make it a little easier for everybody. We charge more, but we have less seats. That one is $100, 8 seats. We will probably figure out a way to give one of those away. We did that with the disc PS5. Again, we're not looking to make a killing, just getting started. I don't know how we'll do that yet. Just keep an eye on the Facebook page, the website, all the usual suspects. Again, the buds, drop a comment on the Facebook page. That ends in 2 days. Discussed that earlier in case you missed it. Ends in 2 days. Just drop a comment what you'd like to see. We'll buy, put it up, discuss it. You know the rules. With that, we've also got the intro to webinars. That one's $10, and instead of one winner, we give 3 winners, and those just get gift cards back to the website. Not too bad. Easy way to spend $10 and potentially get into PS5 for really cheap, multiple times potentially. If you miss out on one, we still, like I said, we still have 2. So you miss out on one, you can enter again and still not be out that much compared to a scalper. Here are your numbers again. Here's the random. Just give it a refresh. I don't know. Just to help prove, you can see the date and time and everything on there. And we are down to 1 in 12. If everybody's ready, everyone's found their number, let's give these bad boys away. Just remember, we'll be in contact. 5, Matt. Saw you just made a comment. Lucky punk. Okay, so Matt will send you an email, and we'll find a way to get these out. Everybody else, feel free to try again. Free fill, tell your friends. The faster we can fill them, the faster we can get new ones. Thanks, have a good night.